Hey there, how are you? I hope that all of you are doing well and everything is absolutely amazing on your end. Welcome back. This is your Light and Darkness, and I am back again with new insights, new updates, and new messages for all of you. So today Divine is describing about a situation here that your counterpart is going through, in which I see that they are receiving divine judgment. They are receiving the karmic consequences they have created in their life. They are facing those consequences for not paying attention to divine guidance and ignoring their own divine calling. At present, their life is filled with conflict and disappointment. Your counterpart is heading towards a new beginning, but before they embark on this new beginning, they are being presented with the karmic consequences and the karmic debt they are supposed to clear beforehand, or before they can start or have this new beginning in their life. Okay, I am seeing number 1133 right now. So currently it's divine intervention that is taking place in your counterpart's life, which is forcing them to put an end to the conflict, karmic situations, circumstances, habits, patterns, relationships, connections, and everything else that they created, which was not based on true divine unconditional love, but was based and was stemming from their own ego, arrogance, pride, jealousy, envy, negativity, and false beliefs they were holding on to. Okay, so at present I'm seeing that someone is creating a lot of conflict in your counterpart's life, and they are being made to walk away from situations, circumstances, places, and people who do not serve them and are never ever going to serve them in their life. Okay, your counterpart is getting forced to leave their deceptive ways or habits behind so that they can have a new beginning with you and within this connection of yours. This is what is the divine will here. This is what is the divine judgment which divine is passing on to your counterpart and in their life. As I've said earlier, that no matter how arrogant, stubborn, or proud your person is, your counterpart is, they cannot stand in front of the divine will. They cannot stand in front of the divine judgment and his power. So based on that, I see that they are being forced to deal with situations and circumstances which are beyond their control. They are forced to be in the conflict. They are forced to handle the situations which are troubling them, which are conflicting them, which are bringing a lot of stress, negativity, and as well a feeling of surrender within them, so that they finally leave people, places, situations, habits, thought patterns, and belief systems behind which do not serve anyone here, including all the karmic connections, relationships, and habits they were holding on to in the past. This is what is happening right now. There are a lot of difficulties your counterpart is going through at present, which are forcing your counterpart to land in this state or the situation where they feel as if they've lost everything or there's no hope left for them. And this is where they're getting reminded of you. This is the place, this is the point from onwards they'll be heading towards you and your soul connection for having that new beginning in their hand or in their life. Okay, divine judgment and this karmic judgment here is bringing in a lot of pain and destruction in their life at present. I am seeing that some of them are facing or having difficulties with other men or their own father in their life. This may also mean that they are having conflict and troubles with their friends or other male members in their family who are against your connection. or your union in the past. So I'm seeing that at present the conflict is rising and they are forced to walk away from this conflict. They are forced to let go of this drama or these dramatic, ignorant people who just have a habit of creating negativity and chaos anywhere they go. They definitely had these kind of people in their life, or is their family or friends, group of friends they associated themselves with or were hanging out with. They are being forced to let go of or walk away from. Keep in mind, if it is not happening with you right now, it does not mean it will never happen. Okay, there's divine timing for all involved, so you've got to watch out for that and not force these readings onto you at a particular given point of time. If it's meant to be, it will happen sooner or later, one day or the other. If not, then no matter how much you cry, no matter how much you complain about it, it will never happen. Okay, so this is what I see is going on at present. Your person is looking at you. Your person is thinking about reaching out. Your person is seeing signs about you and about your connection. Slowly but surely, because of this conflict they're experiencing in their life, they're getting reminded of you and they're realizing why things never work out for them in their life. They are realizing that every time they choose another person or another connection over you, it always leads towards destruction and disaster. It's because everything that your counterpart was holding on to, every other connection, every other situation or project your counterpart was holding on to for dear life is coming to an end or is just turning into a nightmare for them to leave on their own. This is what is happening, and that's how they are being forced. They are getting forced to leave these situations and circumstances behind. They chose over you and your connection, which is something that is always going to happen with your counterpart if you two share a real, true, divine and spiritual soul connection. Okay, this is something which is going to be monotonous and repetitive in both of your lives, no matter how many times they repeat this pattern, no matter how many times they go back and run towards the same people, the same situations, the same circumstances, they'll always lead towards disaster, towards a painful end, and towards conflict. They just get forced to walk away from, or they'll be left with no other choice but to walk away. Okay, this is what is the divine judgment here. This is what is they'll get every time they make a different choice rather than choosing you and your soul connection. This is what you need to know here, and them as well if they are listening or whenever they listen. So yes, it is a difficult situation for both of you. They made it difficult for themselves and for you as well by not acting right, by listening to other people, or for being so delusional in their life. But it's not the end. The end is going to be beautiful, and I see a new beginning, a fresh new start happening here in your soul connection. They are realizing things slowly but surely, and some of them are thinking of reaching out to you because the other situation, the other connection, or those other partnerships are not working out. Some of them have already came to a drastic end here. So I see this new beginning starts with communication happening in between the twins. You may receive a text or a call or an offer of meetup from your counterpart. So I'm seeing reunions happening here and people getting into relationship or commitment with their counterpart, but this is something you need to take slow. At first, you may just get a very casual text or call from them. They may not express much, so you'll have to be a little bit patient here. But with time, I see they'll be expressing how they feel towards you. With time, they'll be opening up. With time, things are going to proceed further and both of you are going to take your connection towards its next level. However, this is going to take some time, so do not try to rush into anything. The moment they find themselves exhausted, burdened, and just frustrated from those other connections, situations, and circumstances, there's going to be only one choice left for your counterpart, and that is moving towards you and your soul connection. And no matter how many times they make the mistake of running into a different direction, it'll always lead towards failure, and they'll always be led back towards you and your soul connection. So keeping these things in mind, you have to understand that you cannot just jump into a relationship right away. When you get that text from them, you've got to be patient, you've got to be observant, alert, and vigilant. You've got to see if your person has learned his or her lessons quite well or not. Until then, make sure that you are maintaining boundaries. Until then, make sure that you are not letting them take advantage of you like they did in the past. It's because you are the one who awakens first and receives clarity first. You can handle the situation better than your counterpart. So that's what I'm trying to say, and that's the point I'm trying to make here. Make sure that you are not letting them repeat patterns and the same mistakes they made with you in the past. All is well here already, and all will be well. I don't see any troubles coming in again, though you have to understand that you cannot expect 100% perfection from your counterpart. One thing is about learning lessons, and other thing is about just being perfect and acting as per your expectations and fulfilling your needs or demands or commands or anything else. Keep your expectations in check and make sure that you are giving them enough space as well as to your own self, so that there's mutual love, mutual respect, mutual understanding, and space for both of you to live your life as an individual, okay? As an individual, okay? So that's what I'm trying to say here. I feel like it's their family they'll be struggling with for a while. If you see your counterpart going through something dark or intense at present, there's someone here definitely who's causing a lot of trouble for them, or it's their own past karmic deeds which are coming back to bite them on their back. Let them deal with it on their own. Do not interfere. Do not try to fix their situation. Do not try to take them away from the conflict they are supposed to deal with or handle to learn their lessons. Otherwise, you will have to suffer in your connection if they do not learn their lessons in due timing or at that particular time. Okay, so worry not, as I see all issues are going to get resolved. Whatever blockages are there, they'll be removed. Whatever darkness is there, it's all going to get removed. And whoever is blocking your connection, that person should be ready to call in or face some disasters, because messing with a divine connection is not a joke, and you cannot escape away from those consequences, no matter who you think you are. Mother, father, brother, sister, friend, employer, ex, wife, spouse, husband, whoever you think you are not more powerful than God is. So keep all of these things in mind. You need to know your place. I'm not saying that to disrespect anyone. I'm trying to say that you need to know your place, where you stand in another person's life and how much control you can have over their life. Don't ever cross your boundaries. Don't ever think that you are the ruler of someone's life. No, you're not. Because God is the real ruler, protector, savior, and guardian of all of us. All of us need to know this. All of us need to keep this in our mind as we move forward and move further on our journeys. Okay, so this is what I see. Something ended in your counterpart's life here, drastically and abruptly. They had a huge conflict with someone, either with their father or friends or employer, or at a workplace, at a work situation, which is forcing them to walk away from something that was teaching them or was influencing them to be deceptive or deceitful, negative, cunning, mean, selfish, arrogant, proud, something that was teaching them or was influencing them to lie, to be negative, to be sneaky, or things like that. So they are being forced to let go of all of this. They are being forced to become a good person. They are being forced to learn their lessons and grow up, mature up, level up in their life, to have a new beginning with you, because this is the purpose of your connection. And if it's meant to be that you two are supposed to come into union, this is what is going to happen with them always. Okay, this is what all of you need to know. I see that your connection is going to rise back from its own ashes, and you will see wonderful changes unfolding and coming into your life in divine right timing. Okay, so that's all. This was your reading. I hope you enjoyed listening to me and this brought you the clarity you were seeking and were hoping to get. If so, do let me know how you felt in the comment section below. Feel free to hit the like button and do subscribe to our channel for more such content to be readily available for all of you on a regular basis. With that being said, do not hesitate to follow through with the link given in the description box below if your heart says so. Also, if any of you are interested in taking a personal reading, do contact me or consult with me through my given email address provided in the description box below. Other details are also given in the description box below, so kindly go and check that. That's all. We'll be back sooner than later. Till then, take care of yourself and your loved ones. Bye bye.